What's up everybody? Today I'm doing a video I've done similarly because you guys seem to like these substitute videos. I am going to be trying dairy substitutes. Previously I have done fast food like Impossible burgers. I've also tried a few like substitute stuff on my Instagram. So I ordered a bunch of groceries. They should be here soon with some of the best dairy alternatives that people have recommended. I feel like so far all the dairy substitutes that I've had haven't been great. So I think I need to try some that are good. But without further ado, here we go. Okay, so the lady like says she's here, but she's like confused. I've been going back and forth with her for like 20 minutes and she like can't find the right items at the store. And I don't even know if she's at the right store if I'm being honest, so. I probably ordered like 20 items. She came with 3. Yeah, the 3 she picked out were the oat milk, this vanilla yogurt, cream cheese. That would have been a great video with just these 3 items. I personally have like a love-hate relationship with yogurt. I love some yogurt and other yogurts I like. I just can't get behind the texture. I think it's like Greek yogurts that I'm just kind of like, no, not really my thing. The ones I got to try, culina. Oh, I'm sorry. That kind of weirded me out for a second. You see that like sloshing around in there? That makes me uncomfortable. I'm sorry. Then I got oatly oatgurt. Should be good. I like oatly, so I have belief in that. And then harmless harvest vanilla. I feel like I should start with this one. This is vegan, dairy-free, and paleo. I'm like a big texture person, so this kind of grosses me out a little bit. Okay, it smells promising. You know, I can't say it's bad. It just tastes like yogurt. There's not a ton of flavor, I will say that. Overall, if you had told me that was dairy-free, I wouldn't even have known. Now we're gonna try harmless harvest. Oh, that one's kind of good. It doesn't have like the yogurt flavor. I was gonna say, okay, it tastes like coconut a little bit, and that's because the #1 ingredient is organic coconut milk. It is kind of a watery substance. You see, it's kind of like, it's not as yogurty as I expected. Okay, this is oatly oatgurt, non-dairy, full-fat yogurt alternative, and there's supposed to be fruit on the bottom. Oh, there it is. You know, I just don't know if I'm a big enough yogurt fan to like say if these are good or not. And I thought that those were all fine. My favorite was definitely the harmless harvest. It was less yogurty tasting than the other 2, but I thought they were all good. Okay, next up I have some products I'm excited about. Almond, plant-based chocolate pudding, organic, soy-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free, and ready whipped coconut milk, which I've actually heard good things about. I don't know, some people are like love and hate with whipped cream. This is obviously not how I'd eat it, but for tasting purposes. What is wrong with this? Literally what? There we go. Wow, why was that such a big hassle? This literally tastes the exact same. Literally the same. That honestly, it tastes a little bit more like the ones that, okay, this is really specific, but that IHOP puts on their hot chocolate. It was like a little bit thicker. Okay, chocolate pudding. You wanna know one of the worst things I did as a kid? I used to love cheese quesadillas dipped in chocolate pudding. Why? Me and the twins had like this thing where we would like try to come up with weird food combinations that were like low-key good. And mine was always quesadillas with chocolate pudding. Terrible. Okay, here we go. It tastes a little bit more like watery. It has a little bit like natural sweetness to it too, I feel like. If you gave a kid these growing up versus the other ones, they would never know the difference. Recently there's been like a whole kind of like revolution for like more organic and more plant-based and more like Impossible stuff and things like that to accommodate people with just all kinds of eating restrictions. I feel like they've gotten really good at making things taste good. So far, thumbs up. These are the real test. Ice cream. I love ice cream, but I am never able to eat it with a good conscience because I know it's just gonna make me feel so sick. I got 2 different brands to try. One of them, there was a buy one get one free, so I got flavors, and that's Alden's. Alden's organic, dairy-free, muddy brownie, non-GMO, new flavor apparently. I'm optimistic about this. From what I can see, it's healthier than like most other ice cream. It doesn't taste as creamy, for sure. I don't know. Like, it wasn't bad, you know? It just didn't taste as satisfying, which is probably just all in my head because I know that there's no dairy in there. And I want to try this other flavor. That one tastes better. It still tastes watery. That's the best way I can describe it. In normal ice cream, it's like there's a ton of flavor like packed in, right? This, it feels like it's more just like watered down. But I did see this one that I'm intrigued by, Van Leeuwen, however you say that. It's made with oat milk. I feel like oat milk does a better job of substituting than coconut milk does. That was really good. It seems to me like it's a really clean ice cream brand. Both of them are really clean, but that was good. I like the flavor. I was kind of like, yeah, like it was good, but it was like not what I was expecting. So I feel like if I got a chocolate one or something, I would like love it, you know? So thumbs up, 10 out of 10 on that. Okay, for these last ones, I have to do some prep work. I have eggs, so I'm gonna make some scrambled eggs, some butter and some cheese for grilled cheese, and then I have the 2 different kinds of cream cheese for some, I don't have a bagel, so toast. The toast with cream cheese. For the cream cheese, I went ahead and toasted a piece of toast and put cream cheese on one on each side. The one on the left is this brand, I don't know how to say it. I think it's based in tofu, no butterfat, I don't even know what that means. And then this other one is based in almond milk. When I was putting them on, Kitehill definitely spread better. Tofutti, however you say it, wasn't quite cream cheese consistency, so it was kind of harder. Mind you, I don't have a bagel, so I'm not sure how this is gonna taste, but it kind of tastes like nothing. I mean, it's not bad, it just doesn't taste like anything. Okay, the other side. That one tastes more like cream cheese. The texture is better and like the flavor is better. So Kitehill, pretty good alternative. The other one, not my jam. I know some people jam with tofu more than I do, but not my thing. American style slices, dairy-free cheese alternative. So far, it looks promising. It feels a little bit different than other cheese, but I'm also using this butter, which honestly, like I'm not gonna take a spoonful of this and try it. So I feel like if it doesn't stand out, then it's probably a good alternative. I was unprepared for how long the cheese was gonna take to melt, because it's still not even really melty all the way. But I think it's soft enough to try it. Butter worked well. But if I was just trying these, like just without any context of what they were, like I probably wouldn't notice anything. I will say it didn't have like a super cheesy flavor and the texture was different, but other than that, like the cheese tasted fine to me, so that was good. The butter was good. That crunch on the bread, 10 out of 10. Butter, that was good. Now for the last one, I am the most skeptical about this, not gonna lie. So this is called veganegg, and it's like a soy alternative, I guess. And I just opened it to start making the egg. I was like kind of caught off guard because like there's not actual eggs, which I don't know what I was expecting because obviously there wouldn't be actual eggs. So it's kind of like a powder, and I'm very nervous to try this. Okay, don't judge me based on this because usually my scrambled eggs are really good. Got a little piece of scrambled egg. Doesn't smell like eggs. Honestly, it's like no hate towards vegan products or anybody who is vegan. And I feel like this is like a prime example of how something like an egg like tastes so different when you try to make an alternative for it. Like that didn't taste like scrambled eggs at all in my opinion. It smelled like eggs though, which is kind of weird. Okay, we also have Oatly oat milk, which there's lots of alternatives to other dairy milk. Oatly I feel like has really good marketing. So I personally love Oatly. This is not branded, this is just me loving oat milk. But I don't even need to try this because this is what I buy on the regular. It is by far my favorite one. Thumbs up. Alright, so now that it's all said and done, I will say I was pleasantly surprised by a lot of these alternatives. Like, if I was to ever choose to go vegan or anything like that, or dairy-free, full dairy-free, there were some good alternatives, like that made me more reassured. The only thing I couldn't get on board with is the scrambled eggs. Other than that, everything was good, and honestly, that could have been user error. I could have just completely made them wrong. It was probably that. Honestly, just again, this is just like a review of foods. This is no hate to anybody who eats this particular way or anything like that. I just like trying different things to see like what makes my body feel better because I do have food sensitivities and I just like to eat organically and plant-based if I can. So this is my honest review to those foods. But I always encourage people to try a bunch of different things. So go and try them for yourself, see what you think, and let me know in the comments below. But that is it for today. I will see you guys next week. Bye.